When small businesses think of marketing, what usually springs to mind is inbound marketing techniques such as SEO, social media, or Google Ads. But really, there's much more to it than that. That's why in this video, I'm going to go through a clear and concise explanation of marketing using this 4Rs model, as I believe this is the clearest way anyone can understand the full picture when it comes to marketing. So first off, we're going to talk about reputation, which is at the base of the pyramid. Every business owner knows that reputation is important, but often it is put as a second thought, and there's not many businesses out there that proactively look at building their reputation online. But if you do have a good digital reputation, it makes your inbound marketing efforts significantly better. The first and most obvious way is by getting reviews. You can get reviews on places like Google or Facebook, and really, as a business owner, you should be proactively going out and getting reviews from previous clients or customers. Next up is something that people don't really think of when they think of reputation, but that's website speed and mobile optimization. But if you think about it, if your website doesn't load quick enough or it's not optimized for mobile when someone's searching on a mobile, then they're not really going to trust that you're a good or a legitimate business. We've covered mobile optimization when it comes to websites in a previous video that you can check out just by clicking here. A stat you might not have heard of before is that 73% of small businesses do not pick up their phone on the first call, which means if a customer is trying to reach you, they have to call multiple times just to be able to get you on the phone. Another thing that quite obviously affects your reputation is what people are saying about you online. But not many people know that there's actually ways that you can track that much easier than having to scour the internet for your company name. There's services like Yext that do this for you, and then you just have to go into one place and you can see what everyone is saying about you across all social media platforms, all blog posts, and everywhere across the internet. And then finally, about reputation, creating helpful and relevant content can actually help to boost your reputation online. Let's imagine that there's a situation where someone is looking for a financial advisor and they're looking at two different competitors' websites. And one of the competitors has information and relevant content that they can download to help them in their financial journey, and the other one doesn't. Well, it's much more likely that the person is going to go with the financial advisor that has a load of helpful, relevant content on their website that they can use and get value out of right away. So by creating content like this, you can put yourself ahead of the competitors. And we've done a previous video all about content marketing that you can check out up here if you want more information about that. The second part of the pyramid is reselling. Everybody knows that getting repeat business is like gold dust, but they put little time into getting the repeat business compared to getting new customers. But if you create marketing systems before you go out and get the new customers, it's going to put you in a much better position to be able to resell to them later on. You can set up email or text campaigns. This is when you get a potential customer or client's email address or phone number, and then you put them into a funnel so you can keep emailing and texting them with promotions or information until they are ready to buy. And then if they've already bought from you, you can put them in an email funnel to just let them know what else you offer and try to upsell or downsell to them. You can also set up regular calls to catch up with your clients. This is a great opportunity for you to let the clients know about other stuff you do and try to upsell or downsell to them. And then finally, you need to actually create the upsells and downsells. If you don't have any in your business at the moment, then by creating some, it could give a great opportunity for people who have bought from you in the past to buy something else from you. Once you have the reputation and resale system set up, that's when you should go out for reach. When people think of marketing, this is the area that they're always thinking about. They're going out and they're getting new business. And here are some ways where you can do that. You can use social media ads, which is when you place an ad onto someone's newsfeed of their social media site. You can do Google ads, which is when you make sure you appear at the top of Google when someone searches on it. You can do organic social media, which is when you try to grow your following by putting useful content out there on the platforms. You can do SEO, which is when you try to rank on page 1 of Google, so when someone searches, you're going to be the first one that they click. You can do PR or influencer marketing, which is when you get in contact with someone else and use their platform to be able to get your business known. You do cold calling or emailing, which is when you find potential clients or customers and you reach out to them through phone calls or emails. You can do flyers, which is where you create a flyer and then you hand them out to people. Or you can do banners and billboards, which is where you create a graphic and you place it somewhere that people will see it. There are plenty more than that, but they're the main ones that I can quickly go through now. And then finally, at the tip of the pyramid here is retargeting. Did you know that most people will only buy once they've had 7 touch points with the company? That's where retargeting comes in. Therefore, you need to put systems in place so you keep coming up in front of them once you've reached them for that first time. And here are some ways you can do that. We've already talked about digital ads such as social media ads and Google ads, where you can also use them to retarget people who have been on your website or visited your social media page. And once again, we've already mentioned email and text funnels. Well, this is a great way to stay front of mind and to keep the conversation going with your potential customer or client. One that you might not have heard of is community marketing. This is where you get people into something like a Facebook group so you can continue talking to them and grow a community of like-minded people. And then finally is setting up follow-up conversations. If you talk to someone on the phone, make sure at the end of the phone call you are already setting up the next time you're going to talk to them if they haven't bought on that phone call. So there you have it, there's the 4 R's of marketing, and now hopefully you understand that there's more to marketing than just the reach section that are often neglected. If you've enjoyed this video, make sure to give it a like down below, and if you have any questions about this at all, go and put it down in the comments and I'll make sure to reply.